All right. Hello. 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 Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. We are in. There's always a way to defeat the Kilrathi, and it normally doesn't work. Good tip. Okay, we are going to
Listen up, Squadron.
attempt this
We have
mission
several evacuation
for, I think,
convoys
the
due
third
through
time.
Proxima in transit to the inner world. As you may know, the Cats recently
well get a
plastered
refresher.
several colonies and surrounding systems, and we will have over 100,000 civilians passing through here in a few hours. The next convoy, this one from Cambria, will be jumping in at 1700 hours. It consists of a number of transports and a single frigate. They are all heavily loaded with refugees
Commander
and of course a
Shepard
prime
looking guy.
target to any Cats left in the system. I will command Alpha Flight, with Sandman, Assassin, and Ninja on my wing. We will launch from the Hermes and rendezvous with the convoy at the Krieger jump point. From there, we will take as direct a route as possible to the Sirius jump point, skirting a Confederation minefield in the process. We will then hand over the convoy to the picket forces from the Third Fleet. They'll take it from there. Be advised that we still have Kilrathi lurking in Proxima. Several convoys have already met light resistance, and Intel still doesn't know where these forces are coming from, so stay sharp. Major Wright will be leading Bravo.
Okay, so I'm going to
Alpha
try
Flight, you are clear
not
to launch.
to
Your path to Nav 1 is clear. Get those
get blown
people
up
safe.
by a capital ship exploding
Let's head
this
to
time.
Nav 1.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Hey Arrows, just received the latest.
Yeah.
Bears are getting
Got
sick
this.
this weekend.
Oh,
You
time
know
for
as well as
sports
I do
ball.
it's a trap game, Chaffee. I'll pass.
You're kidding, right? You're getting
Where I
sick.
gotta like set
You'd
up
think
my
that in a heartbeat.
energy levels. Oh wait a minute,
And you
and I need to
interested
be
in the
not
giving too?
right next to where the ships are coming in.
Sports bar.
Picking up multiple contacts. It's them.
It's them.
Concept Fighter Patrol, this is the frigate Simmons. Captain Sahara in command.
Colonel Gerhardt, Hell's Archers, DCS Hermes. What's the situation?
We've been bogged down by faulty engines and raiders. We haven't lost any ships so far. We'd like to keep it that way.
Feelings mutual. Alpha Flight, take up escort positions with the convoy.
Got a live one. Alright, I think this is the one we're supposed to link up with.
Autopilot
Might not
link
matter.
established. Proceed to next waypoint.
That was the main video coming along. I mean, I don't know, it's coming. I'm a slow writer, but you know, the more I do it, I get a little faster, I guess, every time.
Vampire!
hopefully
Cap
it'll
ship
take
missiles
a
inbound!
little less
Where the hell
time.
did they come from?
Engage at will!
It's got the missiles. And I want to do lasers only for those. But yeah, in the main video, I'm in the writing stage right now. Takes me a while. Oh, well, I'm almost dead now because they blew up a missile while I was next to it. Whoops.
Targets, targets, targets! We've got a small group of cap ships coming up slow.
Roger that. Prepare to intercept.
Well, I'm gonna try to keep going anyway.
You've dropped off the scope. Colonel, should we engage?
Negative. They're hanging back, shadowing us. We'll stay here with the convoy and call in the strike. Hermes, this is Hell's Archer Alpha. We're being pursued by a small raider force. Reporting contact with multiple light cap ships. Request anti-ship strike.
Colonel, all available bombers have been committed elsewhere. Negative on your request.
Looks like we're going to play the waiting game. We'll stay with the convoy and
Let's
let the
play
Cats
the
make
waiting
first
game.
move. Until then,
Way
engage
ahead
all
of you there,
pilots.
buddy.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Cap ship missiles inbound.
You know what to do, pilots.
Okay. Please don't shoot the missiles while I'm next to them. I guess I should avoid getting next to them, but you know, you don't have a lot of time to do things in the way that is the most comfortable. Come on. Really? Gonna be that way? Okay. So far, so good, except for the, you know, friendly fire incident.
Simmons, how's your anti-ship loadout?
Howdy. Yeah, I guess if people
Let me
come
put it
in
to you
late,
this way.
they're not, you know, they
Offloaded
won't have
most
missed
of our
much.
missiles and torpedoes
just
to accommodate more refugees.
Doing this mission yet again.
Back in formation, archers.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Gonna have to kind of play it safe when it's time to actually fight. They don't have much of a ship to fight with.
Here they come. Wait till they get close to the convoy. We can't abandon them.
Okay, we got him. Pathetic descendant of monkeys. So it's just the Corvettes. Those cap ship missiles are better at evading. Yeah, just by virtue of being really tiny. Okay, I really need to make sure I don't take any hull damage. Or they just launched a missile.
I'm under heavy fire. Take some of this heat off of me.
Hey, we got him. A little close, but we got him.
Back in formation, archers.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Keep it close to the convoy, people. Engage.
More cap ship missiles. Just the one, I guess. Feel free to play along at home. Pretty cool if this mod saw a resurgence because of this. Maybe I'm like overstating my influence here. Alright, that's the sound to watch out for. It means they launched a cap ship missile. Which I guess I could get the launcher.
Under heavy fire. Take some of this heat off of me.
Tachyon turret. There we go. Okay. And I really gotta be on the lookout for that line. That means they're about to explode, which it turns out can be very dangerous. Hopefully my wingmates can pick up the slack since I have like a quarter of a ship.
Engage at will.
Ah, yeah, that's the stuff. Nice when they're all clustered together so they just blow each other up. Okay. What's next?
Back in formation, archers. Continue on course.
Continue on course.
Proceed to next waypoint.
The varsity's closing in for a bombardment. They must be out of missiles.
Hilarious.
I believe you're right, Ninja. Simmons,
Laugh
if you
it
have
up,
any
furball.
remaining missiles, the time is now. Archers, engage!
Oh, be damned. That was a pretty cool kill.
Someone really wants to lock onto me, but for some reason they can't.
Under heavy fire, take some of this heat off of me!
Well, there's this button to like rebalance my shields, right? What is that button? Q. Because I gotta be really careful about that. I'm running out of prayer here. Apes known for dying? I don't know.
Damn it, you do not shoot me!
This isn't the same without a cockpit. And ultimately, I prefer maximum visibility, but like, Wing Commander used to be all about the cockpit, so it is kind of disappointing, probably. think that was the launcher.
Damn it, you do not shoot me!
I mean, clearly he does shoot you. Okay, so that's one down. Right, I gotta like press the make the HUD visible button. That helps a lot. Gotta press that every time you go on a mission. Oh, shield's getting a little iffy there. Do not shoot me. I'm playing this with a
Command, that
joystick,
appeared to have been the
big
last of the
joystick
raiders.
and
Watch
a
go
throttle,
clear
so
now
a
until the jump
HOTAS
point.
setup.
Copy your last, Simmons.
Proceed to next waypoint.
It's Thrustmaster, which I think is owned by Logitech now. So it kind of Logitech.
Identify yourself. This is the frigate Simmons, part of a refugee convoy en route to Seoul. We'd appreciate safe passage through this jump point. It's been a fun day.
Okay, well, a little tense, but I think we did it.
Most of the Third Fleet is on the other side of this jump point. You're in good hands. Escorting arrows, you're relieved of duty. Your flight is free to return to base.
We stand relieved. All fighters return to the Hermes.
Mission complete.
Okay.
Proceed to next waypoint.
That damage effect on me. See, that's what I like to see. I'm assuming that's just, you know, a free space thing, although Wing Commander did it too, so, you know, they got it for Wing Commander, but that's... It's a really cool thing to have. 'Cause it's in a game that's all about shooting a ship, or, you know, shooting ships, it's nice to be able to see that make an impact on them.
Nice mission, pilots. Doesn't it feel good to protect Confederation citizens directly? There are no middle objectives, no abstract orders. We just protect those we have sworn to defend. Actually feels like we made a difference today. I have to admit, though, actually seeing the jump point to Sirius is a little unnerving. Having our backs this far against the wall doesn't sit well with me. It is definitely one hell of a reminder why we need to get back out there and take it to the cats on our terms. Pilots, dismissed.
It is not the crazy A10 Thrustmaster that's made out of metal. It's a T-16,000. I don't know why they chose such a high number, but yeah, it's like their mid-range option.
At ease, Hell's Archers. We have numerous reports of Kilrathi still hiding in this system, and we are still trying to find their base of operations. The last few squadrons came up with zip. The 544th got their latest patrol duty, and if we want to flush out the Kilrathi's main hideout, we've got a lot of area to cover. I will be dispatching several patrols to cover as much as possible. Assassin, Sandman, Night Eyes, and Fade, you will be Alpha. Your assignment is the Hermes' far right flank in the Gamma Quadrant. You will fly a standard diamond patrol of these 3 nav points. The last nav point will be the Krieger jump point. Once you are done, return to the Hermes. Bravo Wing will be
Uh-oh. Oh, I guess that's like, you know, it trails off, but the way they do that is a little awkward. They can maybe do like a slower fade out, because it just feels like the cutscene broke. Yeah, the production values on this mod are like insanely impressive. I mean, I wouldn't even call it a mod, it's a fan game. Fly a standard diamond patrol. They ever gonna let me pick a ship? That option is up there, you know, tantalizing me, but never lets me actually do it.
You are cleared for takeoff, Lieutenant.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Fighter's not coming up in the registry. What the hell is this?
Unknown. Well, they still sound like they always do. A fancy new ship. Wow, they got some guns on them.
Check your six. Jesus Christ, they're pretty nimble.
Not to mention
Are
the
they
guns
nimble?
pointed in
They
every
seem
direction.
like pretty slow but tanky to me. These were probably in Wing Commander 3, but I don't remember them. Okay, we got him.
I got it.
You know, my
Let's
shield
call it
regeneration
porcupines.
seems pretty fast for being like at the
porcupines.
very bottom. Like,
no matter which direction
not at
you
the very
face them,
bottom. It's
it
like
hurts.
one tick above 0 power
Proceed
put
to
into
next
shields, and
waypoint.
yet they regenerate in like, what is that, like 30 seconds?
Alpha Wing. Bravo Wing has blundered into an enemy wing and has called for backup. I've uploaded coordinates for their last known location. Proceed there at once.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I take it you meant the porcupines.
Porcupines?
Porcupines. That's
Forget
quite
it.
a name.
Watch out, he's right behind you.
I don't think he is right behind me. I mean, he's right behind me in that I flew past him. He's not like on my tail though. Yeah, these guys are not that dangerous. Okay, some standard darkets. Oh no, they're gonna get me because the sun's in my eyes. These guys just like forget how to fly. What are they doing? Secondary
Alpha,
objective
thanks for the
complete.
assists. We all took some dings, but we're okay.
Porcupine, meet Ninja. Ninja, meet your doom.
You know, I'd rather call it Iron Butt. Hey, that would be a great name for a rock band, don't you think? Well, I think so. I'd listen to that band.
Okay.
Alpha and Bravo, you two will be working together. Proceed to Bravo's last point, then proceed to Alpha Wing's original route and finish your sweep.
Roger that, Alpha. Our last nav point is your nav 4 now. Hit it.
Proceed to next waypoint.
It's weird that they're like really focused on how they got like a rear turret,
Area's clean.
but
Relax a
they've
bit.
been fighting enemies with
Proceed
rear
to
turrets
next
all
waypoint.
along. Those Vactos or whatever.
Hey guys, I think we found our long-lost friends.
Hermes, we have one enemy cruiser near the jump point. Request anti-ship strike. Over.
Bravo 1, as you know, we're low on anti-ship capabilities. We'll see what we can scrounge up.
I try to like work the glide into the combat, into my like basic dogfighting a bit more.
Wow, that made you look almost as good as me.
Wish there was better feedback on like whether it was on or not. Like it does tell you on your HUD, but it's pretty tiny. And it doesn't really make a sound or anything.
You rat bastard.
Oh no, not Night Eyes.
What the hell is this? You got a second cruiser in the system. Hermes, we're fighting 2 cruisers now. I need an ETA on that support.
Alpha and Bravo Wing, negative on the bomber support. Get out of there.
Great. All units, prepare to retreat on my mark.
I guess we're retreating.
Getting another jump rating in. Whoa! This cat's a big sucker. Wait, belay my last. That's no Kilrathi, that's the Armageddon.
Mr. Freyers, lock all batteries on portside cruiser. Blow him out of my sky.
Alright.
Aye, Mom. Target locked. Commence firing.
Well, let's see them. Let's watch the show. I thought that would be like way faster. Okay. Never mind that. It was a lot less impressive than I thought it would be.
One cruiser down, Admiral. batteries locked onto the second.
Send him to his ancestors, Mr. Friars.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot like the Concordia, which is, you know, nice continuity or reference, whatever you want to call it. It's sort of like... Oh. We're okay. You gonna blow up that other one? This heavy cruiser.
Yeah, great job, kid. I'm real impressed.
They're launching more fighters. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Taking damage here.
Under fire! Please assist!
Okay, just the heavy cruiser left. I am kind of disappointed in that capital ship, not gonna lie. I feel like it should have blown this thing up by now. Take out all the turrets. Get all up in there, go under the shields, which is kind of neat that you could do, although it's like a little awkward. There's anything else to blow up on this thing. Oh.
Under fire! Please assist!
There we go.
Yeah! That's what happens when you mess with Armageddon, kitty. Your world ends.
It ends quite slowly, to be honest, but it does end. Alright, where is that thing? Yeah, that looks just like the Concordia. I guess it's, you know, the same type of ship. Yeah, Confederation class, I guess.
TCS Hermes fighters. Thank you for pitching them out for us.
It's another secondary
Armageddon,
objective.
This is Fighter Patrol from the TCS Hermes. Thank you for your assistance.
We've been pursuing these cats for the past couple of days. You guys definitely get an assist in this one.
Hermes Arrows, we'll take it from here. Pass this message along to your Captain Moran. Tell him that this makes us even.
Hope you have a good trip.
Mission complete.
Need clearance,
Okay.
TCS Hermes.
Looks like you made some new friends out there,
That
Lieutenant.
last mission
Both
was
bad
pretty
and
rough,
good.
but then this one,
clearance to
not
land.
so much. And I guess you're supposed to have, you know, rising and falling action. Not every mission should be harder than the last.
No matter the time or day, I always believe that no routine patrol is ever routine. What you guys experienced today reaffirmed my beliefs. Intel filled us in on the new
No,
fighter
that
you
felt pretty
encountered today.
routine.
It's a new type of super heavy fighter. Some of you guys have already come up with some rather inventive names for it, but the official code name is Sorthak. Probably the first Kilrathi fighter in which the rear has as many guns as the front. And its
Oh, I guess
speed
it
and
has
maneuverability
more
rivals
guns on
even
the
Hellcat.
back. And that's what
I don't want to see
distinguishes
this
it.
thing mass-produced, if you catch my drift. The bad news is that, while we encountered this new Kilrathi fighter and ran into several other Kilrathi patrols, we're still unable to find the Kilrathi's main ship in this system. If anything, those 2 cruisers you guys helped take down were reinforcements. For the good news, the Armageddon has been sent from the 3rd Fleet to reinforce Proxima's defenses. Her fighter wing will be taking over most of the patrol duties from now on. Judging by how she handled those cruisers today, I'd reckon she'll be a great assistance. For the meantime, get some rest. No matter the time or day,
Wonder what those secondary objectives
Let's get
were.
down to
Like, I
business,
guess there were some
archers.
things I could have
To bring
failed
our
and still
complement back
beat the
to full
mission.
strength,
But
Fleet
you know,
Command
I
has ordered
didn't.
the TCS Langley, a survivor from the Hellespont disaster, to transfer her remaining fighter complement to us before she continues on to Sol for repairs. The Langley has already jumped into the system and is making her best speed to the rendezvous. Command doesn't want her to be in system longer than she needs to be. The brass wants her repairs to begin promptly so she can rejoin the fight. We are to oversee the transfer and make sure it goes on without a hitch. Most of our escorts are either finishing up repairs at Proxima Base or securing the Black Main jump point, so our fighter support is crucial. Also, it doesn't help the situation that the fighters being transferred are heavy on damage. The Langley just doesn't have the resources, so we're getting second-hand merchandise that will be almost worthless in a combat situation until our mechanics can get their hands on them. Alpha will consist of Sandman, Assassin, and Ninja, with me in the lead. We will proceed to Nav 1 and rendezvous with the Langley, escorting her back to the Hermes. Once the Langley has rendezvoused with the Hermes, she will transfer over fighters and pilots. Once complete, the Langley will leave the system and we will make preparations to get underway. Even with those cruisers the Armageddon trashed this morning, Intel still believes there are significant Cat forces in the system. Stay on your toes. Dismissed.
You are cleared for launch.
Good. Let's head to Nav 1. Langley should get there by the same time as we will. Let's do it.
Proceed
Is
to
there a
next
mod for it in
waypoint.
Free Space 2?
There she is, the TCS Langley.
Jesus, looks like the entire flight deck's been cooked.
It's been a while, Gerhardt. Still flying those frail pieces of junk?
It's fine to me.
I can still fly rings around you, Kim.
I can still outgun you.
Who are these guys?
The Tsunamis, one of the best thud units in the fleet. Elite
Oh,
status.
I guess there's like some
commendations
damage.
That didn't seem to impress the cats in Hellespont.
Put that fire
Hey,
out.
Dad, you snot-nosed little bastard. Gerhardt, you'd better keep your boy in check or I'll impress the armor right off his hull with a few trigger squeezes.
Even
Yeah,
if the
see?
second lieutenant is missing the filter between his mouth and brain, he has a point. What the hell happened out there, Kim?
Hellespont was a complete slaughter. 2 heavy carriers and their battle groups came from 2 jump points simultaneously. We were simply outclassed. The cowpens went down really fast. We lost the rest of our force in the retreat. The Langley is all that's left.
Autopilot link established.
There was some property
Proceed to next
that I was just
waypoint.
wondering, like, is there a Free Space 2 mod for that? But I've forgotten what it was. But yeah, you just Google Wing Commander Saga, you can download this. It's a standalone dealio, and you can just play it.
This is the Langley. Ready to start the transfer, Hermes.
What's on the menu today, Langley? Our hangar deck has a mighty hunger.
Oh, we're transferring over 9 arrows, 11 Hellcats, 6 Thunderbolts, and 5 Longbows. They've seen better days, but it shouldn't be anything your mechanics can't handle. Sorry, but we're keeping the tsunamis. Nothing personal, they saved our asses too many times to give them up.
Don't worry, Langley. We
TIE
understand.
Fighter is coming slowly. These things, they take time. Secure fighter transfer. They're gonna attack us while we're transferring the fighters.
Target, target, target! We got cats joining the party!
Here we go.
Jim, were there any Kilrathi pursuing you? It shouldn't have been. We torpedoed the cruiser tailing us. These are just decoys. Leave them to us.
Agreed. Wing, maintain your objective. Cover the fighter transfer.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to them. Yep, there we go.
Fighters, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I rear-ended him. What of it? Yeah, you really want to like get them from the top or bottom if you can. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Incoming enemy
waves.
fighters.
There's really very little consequences for crashing in this game. Never use missiles. I mean, I always try to like save them for like tough situations. You know, if I get through the mission without using missiles, then that means I didn't need them. It's like, you know, all my elixirs in Final Fantasy.
Enemy fighters on approach. Get ready.
Yeah, the like the damage effects on them, like, you know, as you're dealing damage are pretty good, but like, I don't know, the hit effects just, you know, you don't really feel the impacts of you hitting the enemies. That could be a little better. Oh, they got close.
Incoming enemy fighters.
Yeah, I mean, with the cap ship missiles, I was like, well, you know, I don't know how many more cap ship missiles are gonna come, so, you know, I only use the missiles on the missiles if I'm like, oh god, I have been trying to hit this for a while and I am not hitting it. Seems like a pretty chill mission. Much like the last one.
Damn it, archers. What are you doing out there? We already lost
really?
10% of the transferred fighters.
Okay.
We can't afford to lose even more, so keep those Korathi away.
Alright, I'll use some missiles, I guess.
Out of the frying pan and into my...
I didn't know they were actually getting them.
What are you doing, man?
Don't jinx
Check
it.
your six.
Yeah. Yeah, I use some more missiles.
Yeah, great job, kid. I'm real impressed.
Did Star Wars ever reference
Enemy
Wing
fighters
Commander?
have arrived. Out of the frying pan and into my scope.
I don't know. I played Call of Duty Infinite, it's not Star Wars, but I played Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and I feel like that game has some definite Wing Commander influence. Like, it's not just that you fly a spaceship, it's also like the way you land on your carrier, and it like makes sure to take you through the whole sequence of landing on your carrier. And then you got like the aces that are like a collectible, killing them. And yeah, I don't know what a good joystick would be for this, because I've only used the one, but this Thrustmaster T16000M seems to work pretty well.
Incoming cats, let's get them.
Guess these missiles were made to be used, right? Although they did talk about how expensive they are earlier. Not that it actually matters, but you know. In real life, like, missiles are so insanely expensive. You don't want to think about how much money goes into a missile. Just a single missile.
Enemy fighters on approach. Get ready.
Yeah, maybe the transfer
So much for
pilot
the
should have
hours
asked
and
for
the
help.
Hellcats. Now for the heavy
It's
stuff.
like, yeah, I had no idea anything was wrong.
Incoming enemy fighters, sir.
When they laugh, does that mean they got a kill? Yep, that's what I'm talking about. $1 million per pop. How did Call of Duty get a space sim before Alien? Well, they make a Call of Duty every year. They make an Alien game. Well, I mean, actually, they've kind of started making Alien games every year now. Like they had that XCOM, like, I think, relatively recently. Somebody should tell the cats that they'd probably get better results if they came in all at once instead of in waves. They're Predator Space Sim. Very few Predator video games. There's like that one, you know, Dead by Daylight style one. And that's about it. Did they make like Predator for
Enemy
Super
fighters on
Nintendo?
approach. Get ready.
I don't think they did. Made a bunch of Aliens games. Oh, well, I guess the obvious thing is Alien versus Predator. They made a bunch of those. Forgot about those.
Damn, that was a pretty show.
There's a pretty cool Capcom beat 'em up. I guess maybe that got a SNES port. How are those fighters coming along? They almost done?
Enemy fighters on approach. Get ready.
Gerhard, 2 carriers are too ripe a target for a strike this small.
Yeah, an entire franchise that exists because of one prop in the background
Hermes, I
of
think we
Predator
found your
2.
long-lost friend. 1 light carrier on attack approach. Incoming enemy fighters.
Oh, they got
Listen up,
bombers.
Major. Our deck is littered with fighters that aren't battle-worthy.
That carrier's ignoring the Hermes. It's gunning for the Langley at full speed.
Kamikaze run? That cat vendor must be getting off right about now.
Hermes, we just had an explosion in our engine room. Our engines are inactive. We need a few minutes for the repairs.
Explosion in the engine room. I don't know, I guess they had previous damage.
Don't worry.
Not like the
So come up to
Concordia's
the engine if we have
exploding
anything
flight deck.
Hermes and Olympia will engage the carrier.
Sandman, Ninja, you two go and support the tsunamis against that carrier. You must stop it. Assassin and I will worry about the bomber.
Yes, sir. We're on our way.
That was awesome.
Okay. Let's see what I can do about this thing. really got to get close to get under those shields. Fly inside their hangar. They got the engines to stop it. Oh yeah. Everyone else seems to have. All my confed buddies seem to have that idea, so let's give it a try. One problem is the engine wash. Getting it. We're getting it. Oh, what are those yellow things in the hangar? Blow those up, whatever they are. Like crates. Uh-oh. Oh god.
Good kill, Hermes! Our engines are back online, but we're overdue in Seoul. We'll have to hold the tearful goodbye.
That was close.
Transferred fighters on board, our respective homes in one piece. I'd say that's a mission accomplished, Kim. Nice working with you again.
Likewise. Your boys aren't so bad either. Even the mouthy ones.
Good job. We'll need those fighters where we're going.
They can't shoot you if you're in their hangar. What if they had just, you know, stepped out onto the hangar and like shot you with a rocket launcher? I mean, I guess they won't in this game, but something to think about. Alright, where's the Hermes? And yeah, they did make an asymmetric, like, multiplayer game where, like, there's a predator and 4 survivors. Like, I think the game.
Good job out there, Archers.
Dead by Daylight. It's like
safely
the
back
originator of that
Colonel
genre.
Walker
I
has
could be
informed me that
remembering the
we've
name
received
wrong.
enough fighters to keep us in the fight for a while. The mechanics are
I
working
don't
around
think
the
there's an
clock to get
AVP
them ready
mod
for
for Sea
combat.
Space 2.
That light
but I
carrier
could be
we
wrong.
encountered today was definitely the Kilrathi's base of operations in Proxima. Kilrathi presence in this system should now be near zero. The Armageddon will take over from here on out. We're on our way to Blackmain now, where we will receive our new orders. Until then, pilots, take a break. We aren't on the duty
Commander
rotation for another
Sagat.
24 hours. Dismissed.
Watch out for the Tiger missiles.
It appears that the rumor mill has been producing a rather bleak view of our current situation as of late, especially after the latest news on the Kilrathi blitzkrieg attack against Pistango 10. You all know what I think of rumors and those who spread them. However, I do think it is my responsibility to help set the record straight on issues that may affect your morale. I want you to keep something in mind. None of you know exactly how the war is going. In truth, things may be worse than you imagine, or they may be better. The only thing you have any certain knowledge of, and any control over, is the part of the war that is in front of you now, and the missions and objectives that are given to you. If you cave to the rumors and approach the war as if it was already lost, then rest assured, you will lose, and let down not only your fellow comrades here, but also many good people back home who need us to turn things around. As some of you might already know, we had a visit from a courier ship from Sector HQ today. On board was a special envoy carrying new orders. The Kilrathi's escalation to the use of bioweapons has been a wake-up call to all of us, and Confed is not turning a deaf ear to that call. Rest assured, we shall retaliate. The specifics of our counterstrike are still classified. What I can tell you is that our orders are to survey the sector for a suitable target planet. This means extensive recon work, checking defenses, and surveying planets. This must all be done discreetly in order not to tip our hand to the cats. Therefore, rather than utilizing a large strike force, 5 individual carriers will be sent to recon the prospective systems. Our friends from the Bradshaw will go to the Hawkins system while the Kinney will deploy to Niflheim. The Victory and Ticonderoga will do reconnaissance in Ariel and Tyrell May using the Caliban and Selenos nebulas for a covert approach, which the light carriers are well suited to carry out. The Hermes has been assigned to the Loci system. We are already underway. Stay sharp, people, and keep your eyes open. We are operating behind enemy lines with minimal support on this one, and every bit of intel we bring back has the potential to help us finally end this war. One more thing. The scout ship Jim Bowie is joining us for this operation on loan from Fleet Intel. She has a special operations team on board should the situation call for their assets. They have the highest security clearance, and even I do not know their true names and military background. If they ask for your assistance, you need to drop whatever you're doing and comply. Moran out.
Yeah, this is definitely more focused on the military aspect than the personal aspect, which I think is why things end up being more serious. And I think they take it. The people who made this take Wing Commander more seriously than Origin did, which is always the case with fans. But you know, it's fine. It's a different take on it. I mean, the other thing is,
Morning, Archer.
they don't have the resources to have. Well, I'll let him talk.
This is enemy-controlled territory, so we're expecting a toasty warm reception at best, and a flaming hot one at worst. Alpha Flight will be Stingray, Sandman, Ninja, and Assassin. You'll launch from the Hermes the moment she secures from jump stations. The rest of the Archers, as well as every other squadron on board, will have fighters prepped as well. We will be deployed depending on the tactical situation. The Jim Bowie and John Paul Jones will be jumping in as well, but the rest of the battle group will hang back in Black Ring to take part in something else that the skipper has cooked up. Alpha, once the immediate area is secure,
a little silly.
we'll proceed to Nav 1 and Nav 2, clearing a path for the Hermes. Enemy patrol ships and sensor buoys are primary targets. The Jim Bowie will be jamming both nav points, so the cats won't be able to get a message off or get a fix on our forces. But the greatest danger to this operation is a fighter identifying us and escaping. Once this sweep is complete, you'll rendezvous with the Hermes near one of the system's asteroid belts at Nav 3. From there, you'll escort the Hermes into the asteroid field to an appropriate hiding spot. Only when the Hermes is secure can we begin the recon operation. Questions? Dismissed.
And yeah, it's a good point. There's a lot more Top Gun in the older games than there is, you know, in the newer ones. Although, you know, now we got Top Gun Maverick, so you can come back. Here's the jump point. Alright. Loki system in the tiniest text you've ever seen. I'm assuming that's because of the resolution.
As expected, the Welcome Committee. Alpha Wing, you have clearance to launch.
Jamming initiated. Communication blackout successful.
Wow, there's a lot of them. Holy shit. Assuming that radar is accurate.
Corvette is making a run for it.
Oh, it's these sentry guns. That's what it is.
All batteries, lock on that ticket ship and open fire.
I need, like, polarizing glass for my windshield. Has any space sim ever done that? Like have, you know, oh, the sun blinds you for a second, but then the glass darkens, or, you know, your view screen darkens, whatever. A fun effect.
Oh, be damned. That was a pretty...
That is a lot of red dots. I think they're mostly turrets. Oops. Didn't really see it very well, so...
Jump point secure.
Oh yeah, that default, you know, Panther sound.
Negative. The cats were unable to penetrate the jamming field.
Understood. We are proceeding with our mission.
Another
Alpha
one
Wing,
that's
proceed
used
to
by
nav
Perfect
launch and
Dark.
Start your sweep.
Proceed to
In
next
addition to the
waypoint.
tachyon gun sound.
Multiple fighter contacts. All fighters break an attack.
The Gran Turismo of dogfighting. You just use the other, you know, fighters to get a boost. Bump yourself into first place.
That was Sierra Hotel.
those guys didn't put up much of a fight.
Area secure.
Proceed to next waypoint.
By any chance, does anyone know how far we are into this game? I know it's very
More
long.
fighters. Looks like they're escorting a couple of transports as well. I wonder what they're hauling. Who knows? Let's make sure they don't get to their destination.
Yeah, it's kind of, because it's so long, it's kind of, and they don't really number the missions. Kind of hard to get a sense of like how far we are into it. Yeah, like the halfway. Yeah, I guess a bit less than halfway through. That seems about right. Okay. Yeah, if you've ever played, I'm forgetting the name here, but there was a series of space sims for the PlayStation 1 by Psygnosis. What are you doing? What? What was that? Are you drunk? Whoever that was, go home. Colony Wars, that's it. I think Colony Wars had a pretty good way to do, to handle branching missions, because basically, once you beat the game, like, before you beat the game, you know, you just sort of like go through it the way you do in Wing Commander, but once you do beat it, you know, it did have a branching storyline, and, you know, once you get to the end of, you know, whatever branch you're on, you know, once you get an ending, it sort of takes you to a screen that shows you the tree of all the ones you missed, and so then you can go, you know, fill out the rest. And I think that's a pretty cool way to do it. You know, you get the story that you get the first time through, and then you can sort of see all the rest, and it's sort of like a completionist way.
Alpha reporting in. On station at Nav 3.
Roger, Alpha. Everything's going according to plan. We're proceeding toward the asteroid field. The clutter from the asteroid
We're
should
gonna
help mask our radar
actually
signature.
see some asteroid field
We
gameplay.
should be ready for phase 2. Jim Bowie, are you in position?
We've reached our station.
Proceed with the next phase. Inform the rest of the battle group.
Roger that. Activating jump probe. Probe has entered the Black Main jump point. Confed warships jumping in. IFF is consistent with the Olympia, Fletcher, and Bentley.
I've never heard of Dark Light
We have ceased
Conflict,
jamming and the new arrivals are
so I
pinging
guess
the
that's
system
another
at
space
maximum
sim
output. Cats
to play
definitely see them
at some
now.
point.
Are the cats taking the bait?
This is as close to a kick me sign as our ships can get. Stand by.
Hellcats are taking the bait. We're now detecting vector changes of at least 4 vessels in the system. They're converging on our ships.
I take it the cats don't know about the Hermes.
Negative. They're making no indication that they're aware a carrier has infiltrated the system.
It appears we have the enemy ship's hook and line. Captain says it's time to drop the sinker. Foxtrot, Gulf, you are cleared for launch. Light up that billboard.
Roger that.
Confirmed. Longbow 902 under power. Hermes and John Paul Jones proceeding into Asteroid Field. Alpha Wing, maintain close escort and destroy any indigenous objects.
Indigenous objects?
Indigenous objects?
You know,
So, weird
asteroids.
way to say that. Thank you, Sandman.
Alpha Wing,
Oh, wait a
our
minute, we
sensors
got
are
bombers.
picking up enemy fighters and bombers inside the asteroid field.
Got it. All fighters engage those bombers. Oh, and try not to run into any asteroids, guys.
What are you doing, man? Check your six.
Where the hell is some support when you need it?
Okay, all the bombers are gone. Yeah, we got asteroids incoming. Really do the best job of calling out the asteroids. Hey, you guys are helping out. Oops. All right, we good? One there. I think when it's like the white, it shows up in white, that means it's on a collision course. Okay. Balls. Everything's pretty quiet. Back to
Helm is
TCS
reporting
fighter.
all stop. We're powering down engines and all non-essential systems. Setting passive radar and detection systems array to maximum range and sensitivity.
Okay.
Hermes, the remainder of our battle group is playing chicken with the attacking vessels. Your fighters and bombers should enter the fray in a matter of minutes.
We
Roger,
land
Jimbo.
first so
have
we
them
can,
on our
get a
scope.
checkpoint.
You can now proceed with our main objective.
Oh no.
Understood,
Really?
Hermes. Entering communications blackout.
Archer Alpha. Archer Bravo is cycling
Okay,
up to
well,
relieve you of
I hope I don't
duty.
screw
You are
this up.
cleared to land.
Mission complete.
Oh no, okay, mission complete. Ow. It didn't look like I was hitting it, but
Excellent
whatever.
work, Alpha Flight.
Guess I did.
Recon missions are right in the Arrow's sweet spot, aren't they? Their low RCS is better than all the armor in the world on these clandestine operations. We just received word that our forces slipped in behind the distracted cats and decimated the enemy force, taking out 3 corvettes and a destroyer. Our escorts are en route to rendezvous with the Hermes now. We don't want to stay in Loki any longer than we need to, so expect a lot of sorties in a very short amount of time. Being one of the Arrow squads on board, we're going to get most of the work. Dismissed.
It's okay, the shield's got it.
Excellent work, Alpha Flight. Loki has long been an advanced staging area for Kilrathi raiders. From Loki, the Kilrathi have sent numerous raiding parties into Blackmane, as well as Sector HQ at Torgo. Today, we're going to show them that we will not tolerate any more of their intrusions. These are the type of missions that I personally take pleasure in. Several buoys that the Jim Bowie deployed picked up signals of Kilrathi raiding groups en route to other systems. Regardless if they are passing by from another system or launched from the base at Loki 6, we're to make sure they never hit the jump points out of here. Me, Sandman, Ninja, and Assassin will be Alpha. Foxtrot Wing from the Bloodhound Squadron will also join up with us. We will proceed on a search and destroy through navs 1, 2, and 3. When we approach for attack, the Jim Bowie will jam their transmissions so they won't get any word out. However, all the jamming equipment in the universe won't do any good if a single Kilrathi fighter escapes. So let no one live. Once we're done, we'll return to the Hermes.
Okay.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for launch.
Alpha and Foxtrot Wings, form on me. Let's go raid a raiding party.
Little John. Why do I have to link up with them? I feel like we just do this anyway when we autopilot.
Autopilot
Whatever.
link established. Proceed to next waypoint.
Jamming initiated.
All units, break and attack.
Break and attack. man.
One of the Corvettes is broken formation and making a run at the Jim Bowie.
What's your favorite cheesy stock sound effect? I'd have to think about mine.
Sandman, see if you can put a dumbfire right on this guy's missile launcher. Might buy us some time.
Oh, I'll be damned. That was a pretty cool joke.
I guess I could go. It'd just be basic. Could pick like the Howie Scream or something. Uh-oh. They're hitting me. Reach my shields. It's that damn tachyon cannon.
Scouting group get any messages out?
Negative. Our jamming equipment is a lot more advanced
Ooh,
than
they
theirs.
actually got me pretty good there.
Group,
I'm
they
half
weren't very
hull.
good at detecting our presence.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Sir, my computer reads troop transports.
Sandman, Ninja, those transports are headed for the jump point. See if you can take out their engine.
Got it. Sandman, I'll take the first one, you take out the far one. Last one to take out the engines, sucks.
Where's the far one? Alright, I'm just gonna take out this one. Alright. They're dead in the water. Okay, well, I guess you suck because I did mine way faster than yours. That's on Steam, right? Is that the one that like got delisted? 'Cause I think I have that. Yeah, everything's on the table. I think it was free for a while and I grabbed it. Well, I think there was something about like it was costing them money to keep it up. So they took it down.
Proceed to
Like how you
next
can
waypoint.
drift away from the explosion so you can still look at it. Best use for the glide feature.
I've got incoming enemy fighters. Looks like a flight have darkened and backed up.
Copy that. All fighters, you are clear to engage.
Watch your backside. You've got a guy following you. They had that coming to them, didn't they now?
Colonel Gerhardt, we've picked up communications from a large Kilrathi force coming back from another of their worthless sideshow raids into Torgo. We've also picked up a Kilrathi tanker unit moving into rendezvous with them. We've updated your nav map with Nav 4 to be the rendezvous point. We'll jam their transmissions as you approach, understood?
Roger that. All units, let's play ambush.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is one I'd really like to try, and I did buy it, but haven't gotten around to actually playing it yet. And now it's like, that's stream material. Whoops. More transports. I do like the idea of like just take out their engines and then they're dead in the water. So if you need the time, you could go kill something else.
I'm picking up 2 capital ships. Are you sure we can handle this?
Looking at the readings, they're just barely holding on. Let's be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
You mean Kitty's back?
Suck it, Dorothy. All of you, less talking, more killing.
They had that coming to them, didn't they now?
Is there no way to like cycle through parts? Let's see. Advanced targeting keys. Target next live turret, previous live turret. I wish I could just like press the button to be like target the subsystem that's next to my crosshairs. Well.
That's enough for one day. Form up and return to the Hermes.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, you'd think they'd put, you know, they'd try to maximize their coverage.
Mission complete.
Need clearance, TCS Hermes.
Nice job on the ambushes, and not just that. Just imagine the Confed lives you guys saved by taking out those units. You have clearance for landing.
It's good to be the hunter and not the hunted, isn't it? Disrupting their normal traffic routes in and out of the system has paid off. We did everyone a favor by crashing these so-called raiding parties before they even had a chance to break open the beer. We just got word that that Corvette squadron you guys waxed were on their way to Blackmain to raid the colony there, especially since the naval base is being evacuated. You just saved 1 million colonists from impending doom. In addition, the troop convoy at Nav-2 were, and I emphasize on past tense, reinforcements to the Imperial garrison in Alcor. That's 2,000 Kilrathi Marines that will never fire a laser rifle again. Finishing off that cruiser and her escort is also great news. Intel has just identified the cruiser as the KIS Yahalag. From what we heard, she didn't get very far in Torgo before they had to break off and retreat. They managed to slip away from Torgo's defense forces, but not from you. The Sparrowhawks will be taking over the patrol duty. Until then, eat up and drink up.
Alright, got a string of easy missions here. How many Wing Commander games are there? Well, let's see.
Loki
Well,
8,
I'll
the
let
gas
this guy
giant,
talk
has
first.
long been a major staging area for the Kilrathi refueling fleet. Latest surveillance indicates that Kilrathi tankers have been using the atmosphere for a filler-up on an around-the-clock basis. I'm sure there are plenty of ships that could use that fuel. Well, today we are going to hamper their fuel movements quite a bit. Our battle group has moved closer to Loki 8, and we will send wings to sweep all of the known supply routes to and from the nearest jump points. There is expected to be Kilrathi convoy traffic trying to get past our blockade, and we will make sure that does not happen. Alpha Wing will be Ninja and Sandman. You have been assigned to sweep the tanker route in Loki 8's Delta Quadrant. You will start your sweep at Nav 1 and move on to Nav 2, where one of our destroyers is on station. Finish your sweep at the Niflheim jump point at Nav 3, then return to the Hermes.
Yeah, I count 10. There's like 1 to 4. Then Prophecy, Privateer, Armada, Academy, Prophecy for Game Boy Advance, if you want to count that as a separate game, which you should, and that Xbox Live Arcade one. And I guess if you want to count Privateer 2, I mean, they got rid of the Wing Commander branding for some reason. So, technically not a Wing Commander game, it's a Privateer game.
Alpha, you are cleared for takeoff.
Let's go, Sandman.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Not sold on the Wing Commander mission design. In what way? Do you mean like this game's implementation of the Wing Commander mission design, or do you just mean the Wing Commander mission design in general?
Bring an attack.
set up my power.
Let's move on, Sandman. Set course for Nav 2 and engage autopilot.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Fletcher, this is Alpha 1. Looks like we've got some fly swatting to do. We'll take the
general
fighters.
structure being so samey. I mean, it always was like that.
This'll be like shooting
And
fish in a
Commander
barrel.
mission design has always been pretty simplistic. You know, it gets samey because like there's only so, you know, there's not very many things to combine, so there's only so many ways to combine them. You know what I mean? This is very true to like classic Wing Commander in like, you know, you're not really like managing the battle the way you are in, you know, X-Wing or TIE Fighter. You're just sort of doing one thing at a time, which keeps it pretty simple and like easy to understand, but can make things a little samey.
Yeah, great job, kid. I'm real impressed.
Super Wing Commander considered separate? Oh, you know what? I forgot about that one, so that's another one on the list. Yeah, I'd consider it separate. That there was like that huge explosion there, but I don't know, I'm not sure what that signified. Which, like, I feel like that should happen when it's about to explode for real. But instead, like, not really much happened. Yeah, that big explosion. Yeah, but then when it actually explodes, it's kind of, you know, it doesn't, you don't get
Scopes all clear. We'll
a
take
big
it from here.
indication that it's about to blow
Roger
up
that.
until
Let's
it's
proceed with our mission,
doing it.
Sandman.
Proceed to next waypoint.
How many extra things not in the games are there? So I wouldn't know about that, but there's a bunch. Like there's, you know, there's the movie, there's the cartoon.
Look sharp, newcomers. Picking up several bandits. We're coming within range of a Kilrathi
There's,
convoy with escorts.
Just in
some
time.
novels.
Free kitty asses for everybody! Woohoo!
Oh, at first I thought he said something else.
Bandit, on your stick!
It for the convoy. Looks like we got them before they had a chance
Collectible
to
card
respond.
game.
Patrol's done.
Yeah, that makes
returning to
sense.
base.
Proceed
Returning
to
to
next
base? I don't
waypoint.
think so. It has not been long enough for a mission in this game. Gotta have some surprise for us.
Alpha Wing, we have a courier ship that's taken some damage. You two are the closest to the region and the fastest. Proceed to the courier ship at once and
Yep.
render assistance.
There we go.
Roger that, Hermes. Let's go, Sandman.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Hermes arrows, I could use some assistance.
Roger. Sandman, break an attack.
Oh, System Shock, one of the mini games in it is Wing Commander. The only one I remember is the Ultima clone. And then there was like Pong in System Shock 2, I think. Trying to use up those missiles. You guys are really outrunning me.
Yeah, great job, kid. I'm real impressed.
Okay, got him.
Thanks for the assistance. My navigation's been shot to pieces, so I'd appreciate an escort to the Hermes.
You heard the man. Let's head home.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Not much for a end of mission twist. Maybe there's more.
Mission complete.
Need clearance, TCS
Oh,
Hermes.
I guess not.
Lieutenant, destroying 2 tanker convoys and saving a courier vessel? I'd give you a medal if I could. You're cleared to land.
Yeah, we're really cruising through this now. I was almost gonna, I almost wanted to turn the difficulty up, but then that one mission that I had to do 3 times convinced me not to. I'm playing on easy because that's
Good job on
the
this mission.
default difficulty
The fleet
for
can
whatever
have all
reason.
the carriers and warships in the universe, but without the fuel to deploy, they are no better than immobile gun platforms. We did a good job of screwing the Kilrathi out of their fuel routes. Intel has assured me that Kilrathi fleet movements will be severely hampered by this setback. I just got word that we're wrapping up operations here in Loki, and will be departing the system within the next 24 hours. By all accounts, our mission here in Loki was a complete success, and we're ready to move on to other things. Captain Moran wanted to give a big Bravo Zulu and a party for all the work we've done, but we're still behind enemy lines, and we need to keep
Bravo
our
Zulu?
edge. One more thing. Ninja and Sandman, the courier from Torgo HQ that you saved today, Captain Rayner, wants to see you immediately in the lounge. Since he said all your drinks are on him for tonight, I'm giving you 2 the rest of the duty day off. You 2 deserve it. Get out of here.
If you go to Wing Commander News, like WCNews.com, there's a bunch of like canceled games that they apparently have information on. Like apparently there was going to be a Privateer Online for a bit, but then that never happened. And then also Privateer 3.
I want to extend my congratulations to you for your excellent work in Loki. Our recon there has provided some crucial information for Confed Command, and it seems that we have located a planet that fits the criteria that Command was looking for. May I also remind you that any and all information about our recon mission in the Loki system remains classified and is not to be passed on to anyone in any form. After all we risked on that mission, we cannot allow loose lips to
Cat
jeopardize
Cheshire
whatever Command intends to do with the information we
wants
gather.
my attention, and she has jumped on my desk to try to get
Some
it.
of you may be aware of our recent encounter with a courier ship. That ship was carrying classified information and orders from Torgo. While we were scouting out the Loki system, the TCS Kinney was conducting a similar recon mission in Niflheim. Apparently, communications with her became sporadic, as if she were being jammed, and then were cut off entirely. Since we are only 1 jump away from the Niflheim system, we have been ordered to proceed there with all haste and investigate the situation. Since we have the Special Ops Scout vessel Jim Bowie with us, we will be using her special equipment to help us discern the situation in the system, locate the Kinney, and render aid as needed. Let me emphasize that we are jumping into a potentially volatile situation with no hard data on what we may run into. We are behind enemy lines and there will be no reinforcements available for us. We are the reinforcements. We must be at our very best and on our guard for any surprises the Kilrathi may have in store. Moran out.
We are the reinforcements.
Afternoon, Archers. In the few hours we've been in the Niflheim system, the scout Jim Bowie has been combing the area in hopes of striking gold. 15 minutes ago, she detected a large amount of signal traffic emanating from the asteroid belt near Niflheim 3. The electronic signature is big enough to be either the Kinney or some sort of large Kilrathi cap ship. But then again, it could be a ruse by an electronic warfare Zartog. We know that this tactic has been used effectively against Confed forces in the past few months, most notably in the destruction of the Wellington. So keep your eyes open on this one, pilots. Colonel Walker has ordered 2 of our longbows and a double escort of arrows to check it out. Alpha Wing will be Assassin, Sandman, Ninja, and Thade. You will proceed to the edge of the asteroid field at Nav 1 and continue in to investigate the unknown source. Major Ramius from the William Tells will be in command of the operation and will be Bravo leader. I will be leading another flight to investigate a second region of activity.
So this is the mission where if you don't glide, you'll just run out of fuel. Well, I'm pretty good about gliding to
You're
save
cleared
fuel.
for launch, Hell's
so-
Archer Alpha. Go solve a mystery for us.
I think a more interesting mystery is why you won't have that drink with me, Sweeney.
Anyone who has ever met you can solve that little enigma, Sherlock. Now clam up and let's get this done.
All fighters, follow my lead.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Enemy fighters on approach. Get ready.
Fly like the ape that you are.
Whoa, easy guys.
Proceed to next
Blow your
waypoint.
load too early. Oh, we got the lawn darts with us.
What genius came up with the idea of using longbows to maneuver in an asteroid field? Suck it up, flanker. Escorts, stick close to us. Continue on current heading. Major, picking up a weak signal. Bearing 55 minus 19 degrees. I'm updating navigational data. Roger that. Let's check it out. Follow me.
Okay, this must be the part where you waste all your fuel.
What the hell? Those asteroids are moving.
Of course they're moving. Asteroids drift around, rookie.
No, seriously, these asteroids are moving like fighters.
Yeah, sure they are.
What? An asteroid that isn't what it appears to be at first glance? Never before has a space thing done such a thing.
Now the asteroids are shooting at us.
Damn it, you're right. Looks like there were fighters built on those asteroids. There's more of the asteroid bastards around us.
Oh, we got a lot of guns.
He was covered. Hey, watch out!
Looks like Sweeney won't have to keep turning him down now.
Oh, damn.
What the hell?
Pretty cool, Bill.
Don't say that about a guy who just died. Did we not just go over how that other guy is an asshole for, you know, being disrespectful? Now you go and do it.
Let's continue our sweep. Set course to Nav 2.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Just an obligatory video game thing.
I'm picking up strong readings from that asteroid over there. Looks like we hit the jackpot.
Can't tell, but I think there's like a giant asteroid here, but it's so dark I can't see the extent of it.
I'm picking up a heavy carrier. She must be docked for field repairs. That's one big sucker. I'll be damned. That's the KIS Gap Thrack. We tangled with that Utan back in Chengdu. Time to finish the job.
Asteroid base. Alright, well that's what the longbows are here for, right? They didn't heed Han Solo's advice.
Like we got more of those gun-toting asteroids.
Oh.
Damn it, our comms aren't going through. We're on our own. On approach. Get ready.
Okay. I think I got to the carrier before I was supposed to. It's like 30 seconds or so. Alright, blow it up. Just take your time, I guess. Don't you have torpedoes for this exact purpose? Is that not the point of bringing longbows here?
Guys, that carrier's coming online. Escorts, we can't waste our torps. You're going to have to take out the carrier's turrets so we can get a clear shot.
Oh, okay.
Consider it decon.
Incredible. I don't know what exactly was incredible. Oh god.
What are you doing, man? Check your six.
they got me. There a Pokemon mod for Free Space 2? Maybe. What was this space battle? There was a space battle in Pokemon. It was like Arceus versus something.
You are cleared for launch, Hell's Archer Alpha. Go solve a mystery for us.
Be more careful next
I
time.
think a more interesting mystery is why you won't have that drink with me, Sweeney.
Anyone who has ever met you can solve that little enigma, Sherlock. Now clam up and let's get this
Those
done.
asteroids have a lot of guns on them.
All fighters, follow my lead.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Well, since we're gonna have some time to talk,
Incoming.
so I was playing the new Doom game, you know, like you do. I like it, but it's got all of those games, really, all three of the new Dooms have the worst sound design I have ever seen in a AAA game. Like, there are so many times when I would just die seemingly out of nowhere, and it's because, you know, something attacked from off screen and there wasn't, like, a sound. So it just seems like I just fall over dead out of nowhere. And I don't know what they're doing, like, I don't know why they don't seem to pay any attention to that aspect, because that's been a problem for, like, it's since Doom 2016. Okay, I'm not even paying attention to where I'm flying here. Like, it's been like that since Doom 2016, although it wasn't as much of a problem in those games, in, you know, 2016 and Eternal, because those games were... Uh-oh. I've been a surprise attack by the Kilrathi on my desk.
Stick close to us. Continue on current heading.
Major, picking up a weak signal. Bearing 55 minus 19 degrees.
Where was I?
I'm updating navigational data.
Yeah, they expect the music to overpower the sound effects. Yeah, well, there's a problem with that, which is that they don't have Mick Gordon anymore. And plus, like, in Eternal in 2016, you kind of weren't really expected to, like, those games are not really about skillfully avoiding projectiles.
No, seriously, these asteroids are moving like fighters.
They're sort of about you know, you just sort of keep moving fast in any direction, and it'll increase the chance that enemies will aim to miss, and then you get lots of iframes during glory kills. But in what's it called, the Dark Ages, it's not like that. You know, that game, they actually do expect you to avoid or block projectiles all the time, and so when there's basically no sound to tip you off,
now the asteroids are shooting at us.
It's kind of jarring. You just sort of fall over dead. I think my most common cause of death is, like, the acid pools that some enemies make.
Oh, be damned. There's more of the asteroid bastards around us. God damn it, it's a trap. Give us cover. Hey, watch out.
Looks like Sweeney won't have to keep turning them down now.
What are you doing? I'm not taking any blame for that one.
Let's continue our sweep. Set course to Nav 2.
Well, they lost you after part 3,
Proceed to next waypoint.
as in you played 3 and you didn't like it, or it's everything after 3 that you didn't like? I know 3 was kind of divisive. I like 3. The way the imps will sort of predict where you're gonna move when throwing their fireballs, so you gotta sort of juke them
Looks like we hit
by,
the jackpot.
you know, they did. This shotgun in 3 is pretty weird, but yeah, the way you have to juke the imps, I think it's fun. And they probably thought that too, which is why. It might explain why like 90% of the encounters in that game are imp ambushes.
I'm picking up a heavy carrier. She must be docked for field repairs. That's one big sucker.
So try and like take out some of the turrets.
That's the KIS cap threat. We tangled with that who docked back in Chengdu. Time to finish the job. Looks like we got more of those gun-toting asteroids. Damn it, our comms aren't going through. We're on our own.
Okay. Get some more of those turrets while I have the chance.
Guys, that carrier's coming online. Escorts, we can't waste our torps. You're going to have to take out the carrier's turret so we can get a clear shot.
Okay.
Consider him declawed.
Got a lot of turrets.
Purple on you 6.
We got things pretty well in hand. You know, you gotta head start on this. This scenario, you know, as much as it sucks that it led to my death, I think this is a lot more interesting than the usual. This is this is different. This is already destroyed. They are. He's taking advantage of the cap ship shields.
Under heavy fire! Take some of this heat off of me!
Navigation took damage. You know, damage to your ship system, not really a big part of this game. This thing has got a lot of turrets. Crank my shields up. Oh. Again. Okay. Well, basically the same thing happened. An asteroid killed me with its million guns. So I am gonna put a little more into shields this time.
Archer Alpha. Go solve a mystery for us.
I think a more interesting mystery is why you won't have that drink with me, Sweeney.
Anyone who has ever met you can solve that
Iron
little
Sky
enigma,
Invasion.
Sherlock.
Never heard of
Now
that
climb
one.
up and let's get this done. All fighters, follow my lead.
Proceed to
It turns out if you just put a lot of guns on a ship, it's really effective. Who knew?
Enemy fighters have arrived. Out of the frying pan and into my scopes.
Die, you birdish freak!
Great shot. We'll never know what hit it.
I shall lead your heart and spit it out again!
Proceed to next waypoint.
the idea of using longbows to maneuver in an asteroid field?
Suck it up, flanker. Escorts, stick close to us. Continue on current heading.
I mean, longbows are not that bad at maneuvering. Also, these asteroids are not very dense.
I'm updating navigational data.
So I don't really see what he's complaining about.
Roger that. Let's check it out. Follow me.
It's weird that they're not really going towards
What
the
hell? Those asteroids are moving.
actual anomaly.
Most them moving. Asteroids drift around, rookie.
No, seriously, these asteroids are
Yeah,
moving
not
like
exactly
fighters.
the classic Wing Commander
sure they are.
asteroids. Thank God. They kind of just gave up on asteroid fields after the 2D games.
Now the asteroids are shooting at us.
Damn it, you're right. Looks like there are fighters built on those asteroids.
Really don't want to get in front of these.
There's more of the asteroid.
So yeah, I'm feeling the lack of power in guns.
God damn it, it's a trap. You must cover. Hey, watch out.
Looks like Sweeney won't have to keep turning him down now.
What are you doing, man? Check your six.
Yeah, I don't quite have enough to kill them in one volley. But with that extra little bit of power to shields.
Let's continue our sweep. Set course to Nav 2.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I'm picking up strong readings from that asteroid over there. Looks like we hit the jackpot. I'm picking up a heavy carrier. She must be docked for field repairs. That's one big sucker.
I'll be damned. That's the KIS cap crack. We tangled with that Utak back at Chengdu. Time to finish the job.
Get as many of these turrets as I can.
Great. Looks like we got more of those gun-toting asteroids.
I will need your heart and spit it out, Dan.
Damn it, our comms aren't going through. We're on our own.
I will need your heart and spit it out, Dan.
Nope, don't want to be there. Hopefully, third time's a charm.
Guys, that carrier's coming online. Escorts, we can't waste our torps. You're going to have to take out the carrier's turret so we can get a clear shot.
You will have to find it better.
Consider him declawed.
I don't know why that one was so tanky. This one blow up pretty quickly. God, there's so many. If the AI knows what it's doing, it only need to take out turrets on one side. I think at least one side is like pretty cleared out. Shields seem pretty strong in this game. They regenerate really quickly. Guys, we don't need to get every single turret on this thing. We just need to blow it up. Basically got your run of the place. Just launch something?
archers.
Oh. Well, that's a big explosion. Do they even have any fighters left? Oh god, I forgot I had the glide on. Find the hangar. In there. I think that sound means they're launching fighters? Or no, maybe that means the bombers are launching torpedoes. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
That's one big boom!
Hermes Command,
Oh,
this is
God.
William Tell, Bravo leader.
I'm okay.
Bravo, we've been attempting to gain contact with you for half an hour. What's going on?
We made contact with an enemy carrier and asteroid base. The carrier and the base have been eliminated.
Incredible work, gentlemen. Come on home.
Set course for the Hermes, pilots. Engage
Cool
autopilots
guys,
when
don't
we are
look again.
clear of the
Don't look at
asteroid
explosions. But see, even cooler guys drift away from them so they can look at them.
Welcome back, flyboys. A carrier and a raider base, huh? You guys might be among the few pilots who are as good as they think they are. You have clearance.
Yeah, despite me dying
Impressive work, archers.
twice,
Major Ramius passes
I like
along
that
his
mission. That was
regards and a
cool.
job well
I
done.
think that mission's like a
I never knew that
standout.
the Kilrathi would do something like outfit an asteroid to be like a fighter. I've seen stranger things. I also have to
On
say that knocking
Netflix.
out a raider base that has been terrorizing Torgo
It was
for
okay.
weeks was a large dab of icing on the cake. Good job.
Yeah, first
You three
try.
at Night Eyes
Can't
are
believe
on
we did
alert
this on our
5
first
status
try,
for the archers
guys.
for the next 5 hours. But after that, Ramius wants you to join him for a victory drink in the lounge. I don't know about you, but all the kind words in the world can't take the place of a well-deserved beer. Dismissed.
Alright, well, we are coming up on time, so that'll be the last mission for tonight. You know? But that's a good one to end on, I think.
Impressive work, archers.
Oh, whoops.
Major-
I'm gonna keep talking.
Hell's Archer Squadron, this is Colonel Walker.
Yeah, I
Your
got a medal for
squadron's on
that.
standby alert. And as you know, your birds are prepped and ready to go. The Jimbo...
Yeah, I think it'll replay this if I come back. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's taken a while because this game's long, but we're getting through it and having fun, you know. And this continues to be really impressive. And you know, it's got a few rough edges, but nothing that you wouldn't have seen in, you know, commercially done space sims from, let's say, the early to mid-aughts.
OOD, please report to Captain Moran's quarters. Duty engineering crew, report to reactor
But
base.
yeah, thanks for coming, and see you next week.